From the very beginning, the story kicks off with a wave of chaos that nobody saw coming. The moment Porsha Williams stepped into the spotlight with her new romance, the energy online shifted instantly. It wasn't just the reveal of a new partner that shocked everyone. It was who she chose, how boldly she stood beside her, and how unapologetically she lived her truth. The internet lit up the second those photos dropped, showing Porsha holding on to Patrice Sway McKinney like she had been waiting for this moment for years. Fans were cheering, critics were buzzing, and instantly the mood turned from celebration to full-on investigation. But while the world was reacting, someone else was watching with a burning mix of irritation and opportunity. Simon, her ex-husband, resurfaced right as the applause got loud, acting like he had been quietly sitting on a mountain of tea, waiting for the perfect moment to spill. And the timing was suspicious enough that even fans who don't normally pick sides had to raise an eyebrow. Why now? Why this moment? And why did his claims feel like they were ripped straight out of a messy reality TV plot? That's exactly where the fire starts, and it only grows hotter from here.
The history between Porsha and Simon is the kind of story that reality TV producers dream about. Their romance had moved fast, too fast for many watchers, and the marriage was surrounded by whispers long before the wedding bells even stopped ringing. When their divorce finally hit the public eye, everything started tumbling out at once. Allegations, old arguments, questioned motives, legal jabs, petty posts, and enough accusations to fuel an entire season of drama. No one could tell whether they were watching two people ending a marriage or two stars battling for the final word in one of the messiest public breakups the franchise had seen. Simon painted himself as the wronged, misunderstood hero, while Porsha emphasized her healing journey, self-reflection, and therapy. But every time she tried to move forward, Simon found a way to yank them both backward with another claim or comment that stirred the pot. Their divorce wasn't just a split, it was a spectacle. And because so much played out online, fans felt like they were watching a show without ever knowing which parts were real and which parts were strategic. That history sets the stage for the chaos happening now.
Patrice Sway McKinney entered the picture quietly, but her presence made an instant impact. She wasn't trying to steal the spotlight or capitalize on Porsha's fame. She was simply existing in her lane, running her business, building her brand, and carrying herself with the calm confidence of someone who knows exactly who she is. That's partly why fans warmed to her so quickly. People could see the difference in Porsha's energy when she was with Patrice. She seemed lighter, happier, more grounded. And the tenderness in their photos didn't feel forced or staged for PR. It looked like a genuine connection, the type that grows naturally rather than through strategy. Patrice's charm, her style, and her quiet but firm presence gave viewers something new to root for. And yet, her involvement also became ammunition for the people who weren't exactly thrilled about Porsha's public evolution, starting with Simon. Whether it was jealousy, embarrassment, or the need to maintain control of the narrative, Patrice's existence clearly triggered something in him. And once the world started praising her, Simon's online activity suddenly skyrocketed.
The timing is what made the whole situation blow up even faster than anyone expected. The minute Porsha posted her soft launch with Patrice, Simon emerged like he had been summoned by the sound of happiness he didn't approve of. He began speaking out, dropping comments and claims that had people questioning whether he had been sitting on his phone waiting for a moment like this. It wasn't just his comments, it was the way he framed them, as if he had been harboring years of untouched secrets that he could finally unleash. Fans began pointing out how suspicious it was. If he truly believed all these things he was hinting at, why didn't he mention them during the divorce? Why didn't he bring them up when he was already airing out other grievances? Instead, he waited until the spotlight moved away from him and toward the new couple. That's when his so-called revelation suddenly surfaced. It didn't take long for people to call it what it looked like, a desperate attempt to regain attention and control. And when fans started pushing back, Simon only escalated the drama, claiming that he had more to say and more to expose. His need to control the narrative became part of the story itself.
This is where the chaos turned into a full storm. Simon didn't just imply Porsha had a thing for women, he tried to frame it as a secret pattern, something he claimed she had hidden from him and from the public. He insisted that her connection with Patrice wasn't real love, but a fetish, a word that instantly set off alarms online because it felt manipulative and dismissive. Fans weren't having it. Many accused him of trying to weaponize her sexuality, especially considering that Porsha herself had openly discussed dating both a man and a woman months earlier. Some fans felt Simon was projecting, others believed he was stirring up rumors to humiliate her, and some pointed out that he never seemed bothered enough to mention it until she looked genuinely happy. Meanwhile, old clips and old drama resurfaced. Videos from Porsha's past, moments where she had said questionable things about the LGBTQ community, and stories from castmates claiming she had flirted with them off-camera. All of this fueled speculation and debate online. People couldn't tell what was truth, what was exaggeration, and what was just Simon throwing whatever he could to see what stuck. The whirlwind of reactions pushed the situation into viral territory, and neither side stayed silent.
Porsha wasn't about to stay quiet or let anyone twist her story, especially not someone she had already accused of being manipulative and emotionally draining. She clapped back in the way only she can, firm, confident, and unbothered by the noise. She emphasized how much therapy had helped her see through unhealthy patterns and how she was finally stepping into relationships that felt genuine. Insiders said she was furious about the claims and even exploring the possibility of legally stopping Simon from speaking about her. She wasn't running from anything. She doubled down on her love for Patrice, showing that she wasn't ashamed, confused, or hiding. She was standing in it, proudly and loudly. And while some people online questioned her motives or brought up her past, the support she received drowned out a lot of the criticism. Many viewers saw a woman who had been through public humiliation and emotional chaos, finally finding someone who met her with calm instead of tension. That strength only made Simon push harder, but Porsha wasn't blinking.
The fallout of this drama reaches far beyond their personal lives. Both Porsha and Simon have public brands, reputations, and careers built on perception. Every post, every rumor, every clapback contributes to how millions of people view them. For Porsha, embracing her relationship with Patrice could either expand her fan base or spark backlash, but she seems prepared to handle whatever comes with it. For Simon, however, the constant accusations, angry posts, and public outbursts are starting to shift his image. He is beginning to look less like a hurt ex and more like someone who can't let go. Fans are already predicting how reality shows might pick up this storyline, how interviews will twist and reshape it, and how the next season of RHOA might use all this as the spine of the drama. The public doesn't just consume stories, they shape them. And at this point, the audience is watching Simon and Porsha like characters in a live-action soap opera, deciding who they believe and who they're tired of hearing from.
In the end, one thing is clear. This story isn't done. Not even close. Simon will keep posting, Porsha will keep defending her peace, Patrice will keep standing beside her, and fans will keep dissecting every detail like detectives with a case to crack. Whether there's real truth in Simon's claims or whether it's all fueled by bitterness, the world is locked in and watching. And if Porsha really goes through with trying to silence him legally, that opens a whole new chapter that could get even messier. For now, all anyone can do is grab their popcorn and wait for the next twist, because this saga is moving fast and has no signs of slowing. Whatever happens next is guaranteed to shake things up even more, and the internet will be ready the second it drops.